Hey everyone, and welcome back to my book channel, Kylie's Book Quirks. Today I'm going to be running you through my review of Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo. Before I start into my review, just a reminder there are links for Black Lives Matter, Indigenous Peoples, and Stop Asian Hate. If you could please check those out before you continue watching. I am going to just sort of give an overview of the plot, some of the characters, and then I'll really dive into the details and what I think of things. So if you are looking out for spoilers, there will be spoilers after I go through all the characters. So overall, I love this series. It is one of my favorite series. I think that it's really well done in its complexity and its flow of events, especially just with how it's realistic in the sense that things don't always go as planned. So first off, the plot is there are basically these six people who come together and commit a heist in order to get a lot of money. The way I've sort of described it to other people is it's a lot like Ocean's 11 meets magic and fantasy world type thing. So first off, as far as our characters, we have Kaz Brecker, who is the second hand man to a big gang boss in Ketterdam. He's also known as Dirty Hands, and he's known for his ruthless ways and how cunning he is, and he gets everything that he wants, basically. Now, he has Inej Gaffa, who is basically his right hand, and they work together as a team in order to pull off these heists and steal from people and, make sure they're the top gang in Ketterdam. Now, Inej is also known as the Wraith, and she's really good at sneaking around and really good with knives and secrets, and she's just one of the coolest people ever. And then we also have Jesper, who is very charismatic and good with pistols, and he is just very charming and sweet and funny. And then we also have Wylan Van Eck, who he has dyslexia, but is not explicitly dyslexia because this is a fantasy world and different from ours. But it talks a lot about his experiences, having dyslexia and not being able to read. But he's also a demolitions expert, and he's very, very good at science and math, and that's where his skills lie. And he's a very valuable asset to the team. And then we also have Matthias Helvar, who I basically describe as a big blonde polar bear. He's very grizzly and gruff, but he's also very sweet underneath and kind and I'd say strong. And then we have Nina Zelnick? Nina Zelnick? Yeah, I think that's right. She is a Grisha heartrender, and she is able to control other people's I think emotions and their heart rate and just sort of things like that. And so she is very funny and sort of flirtatious and charming and powerful. And so that's the characters. I am now going to be running through my thoughts of the little individual details. So if you do not want spoilers, I do recommend that you turn this off. So as far as the writing, I think the writing is very good. I think Leigh Bardugo's writing is always very complex. At least in this series, I think that it's very complex. And the interaction of the characters and the script is it's well done. It's really well done, and that's what I like about it. As far as the characters, I personally love Kaz. He's my favorite. I think that, he has this inner monologue as you read about him and just about all his thoughts and his thoughts about Inej. And I just think that that's really sweet. And, I think that's just sort of his redeemable quality is when you can actually see inside of him. I do love the plot itself. I think that there are so many moving parts that especially at the end, right, as you're in the ice court, it's so hard to sometimes understand completely what's going on. Like the tank came out of nowhere. It's just there's all these inner moving parts, and I really admire Kaz for his ability to anticipate every single thing and to see all of these moving parts and like plot a way through it all. So that's like my favorite thing about that. And then I think there's also all these little moments that you see with Kaz and Inej, and you just sort of see the two of them come together in this world of like chaos, and they find their like inner peace in the eye of the hurricane sort of thing. And then I also really like Jesper and Wylan. I think that they sort of balance each other out, and I think that that's really sweet. And then Nina and Matthias, I think, also do that, where they balance each other out, where they're sort of opposites, but they still have those connecting qualities that make them mesh as a couple, and it's really cute. And then as far as Crooked Kingdom, which is the second book, this is also really well done. The plot I still cannot describe for the life of me. The fact that Kaz Brekker is able to keep every single thing like in his mind, like, it makes no clue. I think that the writing in this one is also very complex and like imaginative and really well thought through. And I think that there's some novels where you can tell that it really could have used a lot more revising, but as far as this, I think that's really well done. And I also think, you know, at the ending where Kaz is like confronted by the Council of Tides, and then, you know, we also see like Pekka Rollins saying that he's going to come back. I think that really leaves an opening for Six of Crows 3, which if you don't know, I believe Leigh did confirm it, or at least on Goodreads, she made it so that there is an unnamed Six of Crows 3. So, Six of Crows the trilogy? Hopefully. So, there is also, if you have not read Rule of Wolves, skip like 10 seconds ahead, but basically like in Rule of Wolves where Zoya says like, tell Kaz Brekker that the Queen of Ravka has a job for him, that's another opening into Six of Crows 3, so it could happen. As far as the characters, I am really glad that everybody got a happy ending, and I felt like it was good, and especially at the end with Inej and Kaz, and like he asks, you know, is my tie straight, and he like does all this stuff for her, and I'm like, it's just really sweet. And I really like seeing his growth as a character, where you see him, you know, with the flashbacks, like just sort of like fall into this pit, and then Inej comes and he just sort of gets up out of it. I just think it's really sweet. And then we also have I like how Kaz and Inej are sort of described as like the king and queen of the Barrel, which is sort of like the downtown district of Ketterdam, I think. They're sort of described as the king and queen, and then you can just sort of see like all these like different card parallels, I guess. At least I was seeing them. Sort of like the way the dregs are like the jacks, or maybe like the cards, I don't know. I don't know, I just thought that was really cute, you know? Kaz and Inej, king and queen of the Barrel. I don't anyways, so I thought that was really cute. And then Matthias dying did really hurt. That hurt a lot. I'm glad that Nina got like a happy ending later with, I think it's Hannah. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. And then, I don't know, I really like the way that Kaz and Inej's trauma is dealt with, and how it's handled in the sense that this is them healing and like working to heal, and it's not, oh, we fell in love and now we're magically like healed and together. So I don't know, I really valued that, and I thought that that was a really good thing to have in. So yeah, I am really excited for season 2 of the Shadow and Bone show, and then hopefully Six of Crows 3, because I feel like there's more stuff you can do, and I would really love some Kaz and Inej content. Please, Leigh Bardugo, if you're watching this, I will pay you lots of money. Please. But anyways, I just really love this series. It is legitimately one of my favorite series, and I think it's just such a fun read. So if you haven't read it, I would recommend it. So anyways, thank you for seeing this video. I will see you all with another video later.